Sanjay's services for just 2 seasons, but in those 2 seasons he became one of the best 2-year players in UCM history. In his junior season, one in which the Mules reached the Final Four, he averaged 15.5 points and a team best 6.1 rebounds. Not bad for a guy who was listed as 6'4". Fact check, straight from Sanjay this morning, he's actually 6'3". The Mules went 30-5 that season, and who could forget a memorable run through the MIAA tournament where they won 3 straight overtime games. Expectations were high for the 2009-2010 season, and Sanjay certainly lived up to them. The Mules won their first 12 games, lost a home game to Washburn in early January, then ran off another 12-game winning streak. A second loss to Washburn in the opening round of the MIAA tournament almost ended the Mules season early, but they knew at NCAA that it was coming. In the regional at Wichita Falls, Sanjay put on quite a show. 35 points in the win over Missouri Western, 21 points in the win over Fort Hays State against the regional title game against the host school, Midwestern State. Leading by 6 with just over 3 minutes to go, unfortunately the Mules couldn't close it out and lost by 1, 60-59, despite 29 points from Sanjay in what would be his final Mules game. The numbers from that senior season, a 21.7 scoring average, a 9.5 rebounding average, MIAA MVP, First Team All-American. He had 1,214 points and 507 rebounds in his 2 seasons, becoming the only 2-year player in Mules history to score over 1,000 points and collect over 500 rebounds. Sanjay currently works at St. Mary's Hospital in St. Louis. He said he came to UCM because Kim Anderson and Brad Luce made a visit to his home. He thought they were great people. And most importantly, he said, my mom loved them. He wants to thank God for letting him play so well and blessing him with great teammates. Kim and Brad for taking a chance on him, his teammates who believed in him and supported him, the fans and the Warrensburg community, and certainly his family, his aunts, his brothers, and his mother Sharon. Now let's enjoy a video tribute to Sanijay Watts.
Well, we used to list Sanjay, I think, probably at 6'5", and on a good day, we used to joke and say, hey man, he's about 6'2". He's the best I've ever seen at being able to create separation and get that jump hook, and he had a tremendous touch around the basket. And if you wanted to take that jump hook away, that's fine, you go ahead and do that, and he'll just turn back to his right shoulder and shoot a fall-away jumper. Just a soft touch and a really, really good rebounder. For his size, knew how to get position. The thing that I think was really neat about Sanjay is his basketball IQ, his just ability to figure out where the ball was going to be, figure out where he needed to be.
Sanjay was a unique basketball player. He had an uncanny ability to just put the basketball in the hole. Being 6'3", 6'4" on a good day, when you walk in the gym, he wasn't the guy that you'd think would put 25 on you in a heartbeat, but that's exactly who he was.
All teams eventually tried to double Sanjay. I mean, hey, we're going to double team Sanjay, we're going to double team Sanjay. And he would kick the ball out and everybody would rotate and we'd kick it back and it would end over on the other side. Moose or one of the guys would jump up and knock it down. He had a great feel for the game. And when you think about a guy that in 2 years scored over 1,000 points, that's a great feat in itself. But to get 500 plus rebounds, that means you're not only thinking offense, you are working every possession down the floor. And I think that's something that made him really special.
Sanjay's production was remarkable. Night in and night out, you knew what you could count on from Sanjay. You knew you were going to get 20 points and roughly 10 rebounds. And you can't say that about many players ever at any level. And so, he's a special type of player because he could produce like that. Trying to think to myself coming into this is, how many bad nights did Sanjay Watts ever really have? And I can't really think of many, but I can definitely think of a lot of good nights. One game in particular, we had lost to Fort Hays State earlier in the year, played one of our worst games of the year. And so then later on down the road, we went to Fort Hays. I think they were ranked top 10 in the nation when we played them, and we went into their gym and the place was sold out. There was 6,000 plus people there, and And Sanjay went in there and absolutely single-handedly dominated that game and won that game basically on his own. He put the team on his back. I forget what his stats were that game, but I remember it was 30 some odd points and 15 some odd, close to 15 rebounds. And that will to win is what separates him and what makes him truly great.
Well, his mark on Mules Basketball for what he did in a 2-year period, I think he's one of the greatest to ever play at Central Missouri, and that's saying a lot. But it's not just the points and the rebounds, it's the type of player he was and the type of teammate he was. And every day for him, he competed. And he would demand that his teammates compete.
Pound for pound, he's one of the best basketball players I've ever been around. For him to be able to do what he did at his size and stature is just remarkable. You know, he could score 25 on a 6'5" post guy, but he could turn around and do it against a 6'10" guy just as easily. And so, you know, just in terms of what his production level and his consistency, I definitely think he's one of the top players in Central Missouri history. Sanjay, just want to say congratulations. You know, I can't think of many other players that are more deserving of this than you. You truly are one of the all-time greats in Central Missouri history, and I'm honored and privileged that I got to be a part of your career. You know, it was a great ride we went on for those 2 years, and I can only hope and pray that I get another guy like you, get to coach another guy like you again.
Hey Sanjay, sorry I couldn't be there today. I guess I'm a little busy trying to beat Tennessee, but on behalf of my family and everybody that was involved with Mules Basketball during your time, congratulations for this well-deserved honor.